Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 14th to the 20th. I'm seeing money, actually. I'm seeing financial rewards, abundance coming in here for you. There's something some of you have been building for quite some time. It's like you've been working at something. I'm seeing this long process. And it's like, something that you might have started and then had to maybe take a break from it. Maybe you had to really work at something for a long time for something to really come out of what you were making. I don't even know if that really makes if that makes sense, but because it kind of feels like it was almost this on and off kind of thing, or maybe that's how we would have perceived it from our own perspective, but it almost kind of feels like something that's, you've been working on longer than you realize. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. It's something that you've been working on for longer than you realize. Yeah, but there's something about that is coming in, like you're ready to kind of take it to the next level. It's ready to be birthed, is what I'm hearing. There's something that you're working on that's ready to be rebirthed. Wisdom. Beautiful. And I'm kind of hearing here that there was a learning process to some of the things that are coming in here for you, because they're showing me several different things. This could be in a relationship as well. You could have all of these things kind of happening at once, actually, where you, oh, wow. I'm also seeing something in this card that's really, really interesting. Okay. But before we get into that, I'm just going to have to point it out before I forget. This looks like, I never noticed this before, but if you can see in the back of this card, it kind of looks like a chalice cup. And it's like she's reaching for the cup. I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like these stars are forming like the Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's something that's coming in here for you. And there's also 22 here, which is the number sometimes of divine partnerships, like two things coming together, mirror souls, mirror partners. So again, I feel like there's something here. There's something that is meant for you, that's destiny for you, that had to go through some kind of journey. It had to go through some kind of transformational process. And I feel like you've been in this journey for longer than you realize. It's not something, some of it might have been kind of happening behind the scenes without us really realizing that we're on this journey. We might have not been conscious of the journey the entire time we were on it. And I feel like there was something that you needed to experience, go through, and you're entering a time in your life where something is ready to be birthed, something is ready to come full circle, something is ready to just overflow. I'm strongly feeling partnership here. I'm strongly feeling a soul connection with somebody. So that may not resonate with everybody, but I'm strongly feeling it. So if it does resonate with you, then it's definitely coming in here for you. And I feel like you know what it is. I feel like you know who it is. So, just know that you might still be kind of processing some things, or so is your partner, but in the end, there is something kind of forming. And they're also kind of drawing my attention. They're saying that the fact that this chalice cup is in the stars, they're also saying that there's something about someone's partnership that's written in the stars, it's destiny. And being able to see it from that perspective, using all of these life experiences to see something for what it really is this wisdom that you're coming into. Applying your wisdom about what you know about life, about what you know about yourself, and what you know about compassion, forgiveness, love. What are all of these lessons that we have learned that we can use to take to the next level in our life? So I feel like they're also saying that sometimes in certain relationships, that in order for it to go to certain partnerships, the frequency that they're at requires two people to kind of come to a certain level of wisdom in order for that partnership to really flourish. It's almost asking you to rise above the ego, rise above the pride, all the things the anger, the resentment, everything that a lot of us tend to hold on to in relationships. I feel like there are some of you that are starting to really work through them and process them so you can let them go, or to forgive them, have compassion, whatever it is that you feel like you need to work through and come to some kind of level of acceptance of is going to help you transcend whatever's holding the partnership back from coming into union, or whatever blockages there are. So that I feel like some of you are kind of going through that right now. But I also feel like career is playing a huge part in that as well. So some of you are also, really connecting with your career on a deeper soul level. Whatever it is, there's fulfillment here. There's something written in the stars. So that's the journey that you're on. That's the path that you're on. And it's something that you have been waiting for and working towards for a long time with you might not even realizing that you were working towards it. So destiny feels like a big theme here for you right now, Taurus. So let's look into your tarot cards here. Seven of Pentacles, ready for investing, ready for harvest. I'm hearing the word clarity here with Seven of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are feeling more clear about, how funny is that? Ace of Swords. It's a card. I always see this as a card of clarity. Having clarity about where you want to invest your energy into. Some of you are making plans for movement, for transitions. You are just zoning in or focusing on your priorities right now and what matters to you. You may not even really need to be disclosing it to anybody, but I feel like a lot of you are just kind of getting really clear about what it is that you want from life, and you're energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically preparing yourself for this new journey. I feel like a lot of you have a very strong idea about where this journey is headed. Oh, wow. And you're really stepping into your power here. You're really becoming a leader of your own life. You are wearing your, it's like you're wearing your medal. They're drawing my attention to the medals on him, like these, almost like these things that he has accomplished for his life. Like he wears them proudly on his vest, like these beautiful flowers and these medallions. He's adorned himself with this sense of regalness, with this sense of self-value and self-worth. And he's standing proud and tall and strong in who he is. And he is the leader of his own life. He's taking charge of his own life. And life is what he says it is. So he's taking full control. He's taking, this is funny because this is a Taurus ring, but he's taking the bull by its horns. And he is commanding the direction of where he wants his life to go. So I feel like this week is a lot about clarity, seeing something for really what it is and where you want to invest your energy, and also being very grounded in reality, like what is practical, what is realistic, but also not losing hope in your dreams and your visions as well. So I feel like there's a really good balance for you coming in this week for you, Taurus. And you're going to see a situation a lot more clearly than maybe what was available to you before. So let's go into the Seven of Pentacles. What are we investing in here? Oh, beautiful. I feel like you're kind of finding where you belong with the Six of Wands. So this is also about acknowledgement and recognition from others as well. And also recognizing and acknowledging your own worth and what you bring to the table. So there's something here about you recognizing your true talents, your true skills, and knowing where to put them, knowing what kind of, maybe for you, it's knowing what audience you want to like a target audience. You found the perfect demographic for something that you're marketing. You found where you fit is what I'm kind of seeing here. And I feel like that is going to bring in these rewards. It's like being able to click right into place into something is going to help you see something really clearly. Oh my gosh, look at that. Queen of Pentacles. So, and I forgot to mention this when I was shuffling your cards for the beginning of the reading. I kept hearing financial independence. So some of you are really going to be coming into that financial independence. And I felt this sense of relief. I feel like a lot of you are also going to be able to afford things that are more like you might have had like on your bucket list. I saw some of you in being able to enjoy the fruits of your own labor, being able to relax into your finances in the sense that like knowing that I have enough so I can kind of splurge or I can treat myself or I can kind of spoil myself here. And I see you being very happy doing that. Like that's exciting for you. It makes you feel proud of yourself and good about yourself and what you've accomplished for yourself. So a lot of you are establishing you're establishing stability and safety in your life where you can enjoy, everything that you work so hard for. And that's the Queen of Pentacles. She's very independent. She can take care of her own. She can hold her own. She's very good with knowing what to invest in and where to invest. She's good with opportunities. And so this is really beautiful because it's like, again, because you know where you fit, you kind of find the thing that works for you. You are putting your energy into, you're investing your energy into the right things, and it's yielding a lot of beautiful results for you where it's giving you that financial independence and freedom. And you're able to, really create something of your own here. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. These are a lot. Okay. Let's just do one here, please. There's way too many cards. We have one more for this row. Ten of Cups. I told you. Yeah. So something about relationships here is going to play a really strong role. There's like this undercurrent of relationships, and it has a lot to do with, your own personal individual growth and what direction you're choosing to go into will give you some sense of happiness and fulfillment. So, and for those of you who are not interested in a relationship or you don't really see that's where your life is going, the 10 of Cups can simply mean fulfillment. So finding the thing that works for you, finding where you belong, something clicking right into place, and it just kind of, there's like this outpouring of abundance and blessings because you found like the right key. Beautiful. I'm just realizing there's a key in her hand. So finding the right key to fit the right lock is, and that's the clarity that's coming in here for the Ace of Swords is you found the right key to open the door for yourself. And again, wisdom and knowledge with that nautilus on her and in her crown chakra is, applying that wisdom here. Trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts. And she has stars on her. I'm just noticing she has stars on her vest here. So there's a lot about destiny. There's a lot about knowing what's right for you. And we have the King of Pentacles. So again, long-term stability. So there's a lot of cards here about being in your power, having, being able to hold your own, being able to provide for yourself, having stability, security, safety, and abundance. Long-term abundance too. King of Pentacles is all about the long-term. Something solid. Having your own like empire or legacy. And it's healing some financial wounds. It's healing a lot of these on times in your life that may have made you feel like you don't have enough or you don't belong. There was this, you had to come from some of that hardship, some of that difficulty. You also had to learn from bad investments. Sometimes I see the Five of Pentacles as bad investments, like investing our energy into the wrong things that actually end up leaving us more drained and vulnerable to the harsh realities of certain things. Sometimes like they show us like what is, what was worth it to us and what was not. But which is interesting though, because the King of Pentacles is very good at knowing what to invest in to create that abundance for yourself. So again, there's this wisdom here about you. Some of you might have had to experience some experiences where, we had to experience what it felt like to not have enough to know what it means for us to create that for ourselves. So I feel like you're really finding that, you're really cultivating that and bringing that in. There's this wisdom that you're applying. So this is healing for some of you who feel like, you had to go through these experiences of, investing in things that might have ended up draining your energy, might have drained your money, anything really. It's not always just about money, but it's just about this life force energy that feeds us. So that's kind of, in a general sense, how I see the Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. So this is also about community. This is about generosity from others. This is about working and collaborating with others as well. So maybe some of you are going to be making deals, signing contracts. There's some kind of agreement that's happening here, some kind of bond that's forming. I feel like some of you are going to, maybe this is like a business partnership, or maybe making some friends within the workplace, but there's some kind of like friendship or partnership that feels kind of long-term. Actually, it feels like some of you may be meeting people in like your soul family or your soul tribe, or you're working with people in your soul family, soul tribe. And again, that's the Five of Pentacles as well, because the Five of Pentacles also gives this, comes from this feeling of not belonging, like kind of, in a literal sense, she's like out in the cold, right? Not always the meaning of this card, but I am kind of sensing like, where do I belong? Where do I fit? And so I kind of feel like there's something coming in here for you where maybe there's an offer, or you're going to be getting a job or moving somewhere, or some of you are doing a line of work, even if it's an independent business or it's just something on your own. You are opening the doors to meeting people, maybe clients or customers, some kind of connections where you feel like, you're being supported, like you're being encouraged, even if it's just simple words of encouragement or recognition or acknowledgement, is all going to help you to feel like you find where you fit, you find where you belong, which is, again, this feeling, the Six of Wands here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, where we find where we fit, we find the thing that works for us, that helps us to bloom, or it helps us to grow into our full potential, because we're using our full, abilities and talents. Wow, beautiful. King of Wands. I feel like you have a lot of power to manifest and to bring about all the things that you want right now. So this is a really good time to call in your blessings, to call in your visions, like whatever you have visioned for yourself. This is going to be a good time for that. I also feel like your confidence is going to be shining through. People are going to be noticing your confidence in something. And the confidence is coming from a place of being really sure about what you can do. Like you are it's not even, it just comes naturally almost. Like it's because, for some of you, if you're talking about a certain subject, or you're kind of presenting yourself, it's like you just know the subject so well, not just by memory or because you studied something, but because you understand it at a soul level. It's like something that you've embodied, and that embodying of whatever it is that you're doing is bringing in this sense of confidence. So it's like people are drawn to you. They're being magnetized towards you because you're in alignment with what you are all about, what you're presenting out into the world, who you're showing yourself as. So you're coming through powerfully in that way because you are not afraid to be seen. And by allowing yourself to shine and allowing yourself to express, it is bringing in energy. It's bringing in I want to say the word life force because I'm really drawn to that red color. So there's abundance. There is support. There's a lot of support coming in. I see some of you writing. Some of you may be writing like a book, writing a story. There's something that you're brewing, something that you're kind of conjuring up. To know about the Emperor for Taurus. So I'm also seeing that some of you are going to be very good with like seeing through people. I feel like you're being very observant and discerning about who comes towards you. Like you're not really, a lot of you might be also kind of being seen as someone who has like a poker face, you know, like you're just kind of observing and watching people, and you make these internal, judgments in the sense of, you know, just being protective of your energy and not allowing just anybody to kind of come into your life. Like, I feel like you've had to learn that. I think that's part of that wisdom that you had to acquire. So I kind of see you being more discerning about the people that are in your life. Like, you're very protective of the things that you have built for yourself because you know how hard you had to work for them. So, yeah. Oh, how interesting. I have a lot of queens and kings in this reading. Very beautiful. So Queen of Swords. So this is all about planning and strategizing for the future is what I'm seeing here. I feel like you have big plans for the future. You have these visions, you have these goals and dreams set up for yourself. Some of you may want to travel. Some of you are wanting to have like newer experiences, wanting to meet new people. I feel like there's a boldness coming out from you. Like you want to come out of your comfort zone and you're wanting to like do different things. But I feel like you're also strategizing, you're planning, you are, really trying to map out how am I going to get from A to B here. So I feel like that's going to be your main focus this week as well. You're using everything that you know and you're using that to plan for the future. And I feel like your loyalty right now is also to what makes your heart sing, what makes you happy, what resonates with you. How can you have more experiences that feed this part of your life that is working for you? You know, so for some of you, if it's, your career that's going really well, some kind of creative project or business, you're wanting to like keep up that momentum because it's bringing in a level of satisfaction here with that Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is not always romance. It could be romance. We'll see what the next card is that comes out. But for now, what I'm kind of sensing here is about you being loyal to what makes you happy, giving yourself permission to do that. And I love how we have so many court cards here with that King of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords, I feel like, and the Emperor. And I feel like this is all about you standing in your power. This is all about you being an individual and knowing what makes you happy and going after that, regardless of what anybody else thinks. So this is all about you and honoring you. I feel like you're coming out, if any of you were struggling with this, I feel like some of you are starting to come out of this fear of being seen. You're showing up more confidently. Like I'm really seeing confidence, shining through really beautifully here this week. So again, protecting your energy and not really kind of letting on what you have brewing or what you have coming up. I feel like a lot of you have a lot of things coming towards you, but you're going to be very discerning about who you tell them to. I feel like you might be kind of a closed book right now in terms of telling people about your successes or what's kind of coming up here for you. And that's what I was kind of sensing with that Emperor card as well. Like I heard the word poker face. So it's almost like you're not really, it sounds like you're not really in a place to kind of tell everybody right now, but you do have a lot coming towards you. You have much to celebrate, worth celebrating about. But I think that you're just going to keep it to yourself right now. And that may be part of the wisdom that you've learned. I also feel like you're just going to be tuning out gossip. Some of you may not you're just not interested in the gossip. You're not interested in what anybody else has to say or what their opinions are. So I feel like you're just going to tune that out and just focus on yourself. And then we have the Hangman. And so you're also bringing in a sense of surrender to this whole this whole journey of yours. You may be finding out that there's just some things that are not really within your control. There are just some things that you that are just not. You can only steer the ship so much, is what I'm hearing. So it's like there's something here that you're needing something to just kind of play out as you take one step at a time. So there's an energy of surrender here of when something will come in here for you. I'm going to pick one more here. I feel like I'm going to pick one more for the 10 of Cups. I have one more for the 10 of Cups. Oh, look at that. Page of Cups. Okay. So again, there may be like a conversation here with someone. So if this is a relationship, some of you may be kind of connecting with someone where it just starts off as a conversation. I'm hearing reconnecting. So some of you may be reconnecting, kind of getting to know each other again, kind of thing. Nurturing, cultivating some kind of relationship, like you're planting seeds, like watering the seeds again. And it's really like kind of giving birth to something really beautiful. And it's really interesting though, because they're kind of drawing me to the Queen of Pentacles again. And they brought me to, when I said planting seeds, the Queen of Pentacles, it's like she's an expert gardener is how I always see this card. Like she knows what the land needs. She knows how to plant the seeds. She knows exactly how to do it. And I kind of feel like whatever is kind of brewing up here for you, that you are in the place now to know and understand. Perhaps, for example, you might have to go through a couple of relationships in order to know what a relationship needs in order to thrive and to grow. And that's part of that learning process, that sometimes we need to go through certain experiences with other relationships to kind of smooth out those rough edges and to really learn how something really works. So then when the right person comes along, then we kind of know how to approach it. We know what it takes. We know how to, cultivate a nurturing and nourishing relationship with someone. So I kind of feel like that's the place that you're in. You're coming from this place of knowledge, of wisdom, and patience. The Queen of Pentacles is a very patient energy because she knows that it takes time to anything that's worth building and cultivating takes time and patience. If it's worth it to you, we'll kind of stick with it. So that's kind of what I'm sensing here with that. So does seem like a relationship that's coming in here for you that you're going to see is worth the time, energy, and patience. Okay, beautiful. And so it's all about strategy here with the 5 of Wands. This is all about making the right moves at the right time and knowing when to do what. So again, you're using your inner wisdom, your higher knowledge to kind of plan your steps ahead, and you're being very patient and diligent about it as well. You're not like kind of charging forward. Even if there are times where you might like want something to happen right away, I feel like you're good at grounding yourself and also playing your cards close to your chest. I feel like you're also being very discerning about who you're sharing your plans with or what you're telling. And I feel like there may be even this space you're in that you don't really want to tell anybody anything right now, which is fine. But that's what I'm kind of seeing here for this week. So some of you, to recap, there may be some of you may be finding like a line of work that you really, really fit. And by doing that, you're going to find that your investment, the energy that you're investing in is going to yield some financial independence and a lot of rewards here for you. And as a result of that, that may also trickle into our relationships. So some of you may have an opportunity to really cultivate and nurture something new, or even reconnecting with someone if that's your thing. And then there's clarity about where you are meant to be. And there's also connections coming in here. So support, maybe meet people with your soul tribe, that kind of thing. You're very, very magnetic right now. So you're attracting a lot of wonderful things towards you. You're also being in your power. You're being discerning about who you're sharing your plans with. And you're allowing yourself to really go all into something that you're really passionate about and that you really love. So really coming from a place of a lot of lessons learned, a long journey ahead, and you're ready to step out onto this new path with being able to apply a lot of what you have learned up until now to manifest everything that you want. And you're doing it very tactfully, applying strategy to what you're doing. So let's go into Oracle cards. I'm doing this a little bit differently with this new spread that I've been kind of enjoying. playing around with. So the middle will be a message from your higher self. And this is from Spirit, message from Spirit. Message from Earth and the elementals. Message from the ancestors. I'm hearing, specifically from the ancestors card, I'm hearing this energy of being very proud of how far you have come and all the lessons that you have learned, and to really, I'm hearing the word integrate. So how some of you have really learned to integrate and apply a lot of the things that you have learned up until now to your life and going forward. How you didn't, some of you just didn't allow things to just be the way they are. Like you didn't kind of just say, well, that's the way things are. That's how my life is. And that's just how I'm going to stay there. I really see some of you kind of like, wanting to make those changes and wanting something different for yourself. Like you didn't settle for just whatever was handed to you. And I feel like that's a message from the ancestors that's coming through to commend you for that, that to make those necessary changes, to dream of something different, to want to climb up, to want to expand and grow is commendable. So for anyone who needed to hear that from the ancestors here. Okay, a message from the future self. Okay. So a message from your higher self here. Delight. Beautiful. So spend some more time in enjoying the fruits of your labor. This delight card also comes with it, again, the message of community and being around like-minded souls. So I really feel like some of you are going to be meeting people that are very much like you or are on the same either frequency, maybe think like you, see things the way you do. And it's going to help you to really build a nice support system for yourself and to be able to enjoy things in a way where it comes very naturally and you don't have to really adjust or change yourself. So some of you maybe even like making friends or just meeting people that it's not like a struggle or it's not difficult to try to connect with. So that's really nice. So that's coming in here for some of you. Okay, and message from Spirit, Archangel Michael. Beautiful. So this is all about protection. This is all about your dreams, your path being protected. And they're drawing my attention to that cup that's in the sky here with the stars. So there's something that is destiny. So there's something that's like written in the stars that is being protected. So you don't have to be afraid of any kind of negative energies being, even if people come with like jealousy or whatever, their comments and judgments and everything like that. Just know that whatever is meant to be is being protected and there's nothing that can break that. So rest assured that whatever is meant for you is protected. Beautiful. Okay. Message from the earth and how it's supporting you. Set healthy boundaries. Yeah. So this is all about, again, being discerning, having those what's the word? The strategy on how to navigate around growing something that is really important to you and setting those boundaries. This is about having that exterior. Again, they're showing me the poker face on the Emperor card again. So this is all about protecting yourself, but you are protected from spirit as well. But this is going to really help you because it's also going to help you be clear about what is truly meant for you and what is just another person's like opinion. Because I feel like sometimes when people kind of bring in their opinions with what we're doing, it can get muddled. It can get confusing about what's right and what's wrong. So I feel like not necessarily wrong, but just what is right for us. So I feel like with the armadillo spirit, setting healthy boundaries is going to help you protect and bring something to fruition much faster. Okay, ancestors. Mountain spirit. So this is all about your resilience. This is all about your ability to climb up. I always associate with mountains with kind of being in touch with celestial beings or being in touch with the higher power. Like as you kind of climb up to the top, to the mountain peak, they say that like it's, the height, almost like it's you're in direct contact with this higher spirit. So I feel like making that trek up the mountain and having that perseverance, that willpower to not just rest where you are and to keep persevering is what spirit is commending, what your ancestors are commending you for. And it's interesting because that's a message that I picked up on before I turned the card over. So there's something about reaching new heights, something about climbing, persevering, and reaching the top. Before you even realize you're at the top, it's almost, they're kind of showing me this image of like, you got so used to just climbing that you never even realized how far you've come. It's like you just never bothered to look down to see how far you've come, and you just kept going. Like you just kind of kept your head down, and you just kept climbing the mountain, knowing that this is the mountain that I have to climb, and I'm just going to get started and do it, and put one foot in front of the other. And before you know it, you're like at the top, and you're looking around. You're like, wow, I can't believe I'm almost there, or I'm here. When did this happen, kind of thing. So it almost feels like you're there and you don't even realize you're there because you've just gotten so used to climbing. So again, celebrate yourself, take delight, take joy, and pleasure in how far you've come. Really celebrate those successes. Very beautiful. Okay. Message from your future self. Wizard of awareness. So again, discernment, being very clear about who is in. I feel like these kind of go together here very well. Being very clear about not needing to, I'm also kind of hearing like not needing to really argue or needing to explain yourself to anybody. He's just kind of sitting there in silence. There's a lot of silent poker face type energies for this week for you, Taurus. So there might be someone around you. Oh, how interesting. There's 3-3 here. I feel like you had a 33 somewhere else. There was somewhere else where I saw a 33. So 33 might be, we also have 22 here, but 33 is also a very spiritual number here. So if that resonates with anyone, I think that's kind of important here. But I feel like this is also about divine, and they're showing me kind of like this, the Trinity, right? And there's also the Triskelion here. Triskelion is about moving forward, having that forward movement. And I feel like knowing who is on your side, knowing who is loyal to you, knowing who you want to share your dreams, your ideas, your visions with is going to help you to move that wheel forward, not kind of allowing anyone who wants to hold us back into our space here. So being very clear about who you keep in your social circle or who you keep around you is going to be important here. Message from the future self. Okay, Taurus. A very profound reading. You have a lot of beautiful things coming up here for you, a lot of manifesting. It's like this is your time for harvest and manifesting. So very well done. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Taurus.